I want to talk about the error that David Raya committed in that game. Now, I have seen on many platforms, I have seen many Arsenal FC fans blame Zubimendi for that error that Raya committed that led to the goal scored by Richarlison in that game. Now, if you think Zubimendi is to be blamed for that particular goal that was scored by Richarlison, then you need to have a rethink. Then I know that you don't even know football, you don't understand football. If you think Zubimendi is to be blamed for that particular goal, then you don't know football. Anybody can lose ball. In that midfield, anybody can be dispossessed. Zubimendi no be rock star. Zubimendi no be igneous rock. Zubimendi no be wall of Jericho. Anybody could lose ball. Ball could be recovered from anybody. The issue there is Raya. Raya had this same experience during preseason. This same experience. Raya had experienced it once. Now, it is always once beaten, twice shy. He committed the same error again in a very competitive, in fact, in a derby. And then you think you have Zubimendi to be blamed? Because your team is pressing, does not give you the room to leave your primary constituency, which is the goalpost. It doesn't. There could be counter. There could be any serious counter attack. And in that particular instance, would you still blame Zubimendi? Assuming there was a counter attack, would you say the blame goes to Zubimendi? You won't say that. If there was a counter and eventually leads to a goal or led to a goal, would you say Zubimendi is to be blamed? No. Let's drop sentiments aside. Raya did not do well. He is one of the best goalkeepers. In fact, he has the highest clean sheets in the EPL as we speak. But for him to have considered that particular goal and lost a clean sheet for himself and the team does not mean that you will now channel the blame to Zubimendi. Zubimendi is innocent of this particular allegation. Raya is to be blamed. He is to be blamed. He is at fault. You left your goalpost when you know that your team is pressing. As a smart goalkeeper, you know very well that anything could happen. There could be a counter attack. And if there is a counter attack, you are not there in your goalpost. You'll be left with an option to be running back to your goalpost because that's your primary constituency. If we had two attackers running towards the goalpost, how would you do? You won't do anything because the goalpost is empty, and they could as well decide to chip it in and score you. So if you were in your primary constituency, which is your goalpost, it would have been easier for any other defender to run in and then see how they can, cover up. But you were not there. So it could be anybody. It could be anybody. So do not come and say Zubimendi is to be blamed. Raya did not do well. Raya has the faults here. Let's call a spade a spade. We are not saying he's not doing well. He's doing well. But where he has erred, let's call him out. Raya did not do well in that game. He did not do well. So let's not say Zubimendi is to be blamed in that particular error. No. I will not take that. I will not take it. Raya is to be blamed. He left the one singular job that he ought to have done. He left his primary constituency, which is the goalpost. Yes, Arsenal had that game in total control. Of course, Spurs no be